Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to discuss a bit of the data variables or the variables in Java. So with me here, I'm just going to, on my desktop, on empty space here, let me create a folder, and I can go to the new, then folder here, and then we call this folder maybe Java, so that we can be able to put the Java files inside here. I can have the Java there when I click enter. And here I have this folder. I can drag and drop maybe this we have here, and then maybe if there is anything else I can drag drop inside there, and then I can double click on it like that. Remember, this is what we had in the last class. This is what we had maybe done, and maybe I can maybe copy it like that. I can copy it like that, and then maybe I can copy, and then maybe I can here click on this and then new, and then I can paste it there. So for today we are going to maybe start running something we call the what there. We are going to learn something we call the variables. So maybe I don't need all these up to here. Maybe I can do away with all this, even up to here. Then I can delete that like that, and also even these so here we are just going to have the variables. We know that a variable is just a placeholder, maybe for a value that behave as the same value that maybe it contains. So remember, the first thing we can do, maybe we can declare a variable maybe of any data type. We can have it of data type maybe integer or int, and then we can call it maybe int x. Remember, this one is what we call we call the declaration. We'll call the declaration, and remember, you can assign this value. We can assign this maybe a value. Let us say maybe, for example, you can give it maybe to be x maybe is equals to maybe x is equals to maybe any value of your choice. You can even give it to be 14 like that, and then you terminate it with a semicolon. You terminate it with a semicolon like that, and then remember here you can maybe come here and print out your variable. Remember, if you put it on the maybe double quotes like that, it will be treated as a string by the compiler. So let me just do it practically. We can just save this one. We can click save as, and then remember, we can go to the it's on the desktop. Then we look at the folder that we have created here, and then remember, this one we can call it to be maybe variable or val maybe .java like that, and then we can click that, and then remember, here we need to change this class to what we have saved our file as. So we have saved it as var, so we need to have it like that. Then we can click on save like that. Then we can learn our cmd here. You can just type maybe cmd or the command prompt as cmd like that. Can click enter, and then here we need to take to go where we have the desktop, so we can type the cd desktop like that, then enter. So we are in desktop. We need to go to the folder that we have created, so we cd java, and there we are in that folder. So we can compile our program. So we have javac or java compiler, and then here the name is val maybe dot java. Then we can it's dot .java, and then we can click enter like that. And here we can see that there was an error, or we have typed a var, so we can just have the name here, which is the javac. Let us type it properly. That is the Java compiler, and then we have the var maybe java like that. Then you can enter, and there we have, and you can see we have one error that was found here. We have said that the java one error, that is var not allowed here. That is the public. We have the var release var is restricted type name. So let us change that name to something else, because it might be a keyword. And call it maybe variable. We call it info. We call it variable. But that's very long. We can just call it var like that. And then remember, here we can try to save it again. Save as is found in that, and then here we can just call it var maybe .java. And let us now try to run it. We see, so we can come here, and here we can have this this being maybe javac, and then we have maybe java. Then you can click good, and there you can see it has successfully been compiled with no error. And here we can type the file name, which is Java. It's of the touch Java language Java, and then here we have the var dot java, and then we can type, we can click enter like that. And here we have x being executed. So you can see here it finds this x as a string. So now, to avoid this, let us try to get away the quotations, get away these quotations like that, and then we can save it, and then let us try to run it here. We see what happens. So here we are going to have the javac like that, our Java compiler, and then we can have the var maybe java like that, and then we can click enter, and there you can see it has run successfully. Let us try to run now our program. So we have Java, and then here we have the file name, which is which is var then .java like that, var.java like that, and then we click enter. And here you can see we have outputted 14, which was the variable. So you can see we have stored it. We have maybe declared here, we have initialized here, and here we can be able to output here. Remember, if you change these values, it can keep on changing. It can also keep on changing. And remember also, we can have these, maybe if we want to output it with a string, or have the string concatenations, we can just have it being, something to do. Maybe you can put something in quotes like this, and then inside this quote you can say that, maybe for example, then you can put maybe the number is maybe the result, maybe the result or the result You can put a colon there, like that, and then you can give also maybe a space, and then here we can have it being on a space, and then we can have the positive sign like that, and then like that. So let us try to put it. We see if we can be able to concatenate or join the two, and then remember we can save this, and click on save, and then we can try to put it here again. So we can maybe have maybe the javac or java compiler, and maybe the file name which is var, maybe dot the java. You can click enter, and there you can see it has successfully been learned. So we can try to learn our program. So we are going to have this one being java like that, and then here we can pass the file name which is var dot java, like that, and then you can click enter, and there you can see the result is, and then we have the space being 14, the result being 14. So that's how we can have the variables, and then we can have it being printed in different ways. Remember, you can output different. So maybe, for example, we can also have maybe another one here, which is what? Let us try to have another one below this. We see if it is possible to declare it here. So we can have maybe this one being float, and then the data type be float, and then we can say the float variable is y data type, and then we can give equals, and maybe this one we can say it is 4.58, and then we terminate it with a semicolon like that. And then from there, remember we need to print this again, so you can just copy this and just copy that like that, and then here and paste it there, and then remember this one is y. Now it is y, so we can save it, and then let us try to put it here. Put it there, so we shall have maybe javac or java compiler, and then here we have this one being maybe var dot maybe java like that, and then we can click enter, and here you can see there is one error that is found, that is incompatible types, possible rosary conversion from the double to float, y is equals to that. So let's see what could be the problem to this. So we need to come here and try to see if we can correct that. So that it's let us put to be double, you see. So we can have this maybe javac, and then we can have this one being maybe we have it being var maybe dot java, then we can click that, and there it is successfully been learned properly. And here we can type this one to be the file name, which is java, and then we have the var dot java like that, and we can click enter. And here we have the two numbers being displayed, so you can see the two numbers that are being displayed there. That's are the two numbers that have been displayed there. So let us try to give it maybe another different type here. Let us try to give another different type here, and in this another different type that we can give, maybe here we can give it to be maybe string, maybe string, and then this string we can give the variable to be maybe name like that, and then we can give it, and remember we always to put this one into double quotes and some colon, and then we can give maybe the name is maybe we have Maurice, and then we can try to give another maybe a different all. Let us try to output this. We see if it is possible for us to output this, and then we can just copy this. I can just copy that, and then we can come here and maybe paste it there, and have control paste that way. And then here, remember, I want us we maybe have this. So here we can say that maybe good morning, maybe good morning, maybe good night, good night, like that. And then here we need to have this, we can have this here. The variable is not y now, but it is name. So good night that, and then we can try to save it here, and save, and then we can come here maybe and try to run it. We see, so here we can have maybe the javac, the java compiler, then file name is var, then java, and then we can click down. And here we can see there is a header. So we are told that the string name line 8 cannot find the symbol string m1 symbol class string Maurice. So let's see how we can correct this. I want it to be maybe to take these, but we don't know how. There is an error with these. It is the name. Let's try to do it again. We see if it is possible to learn it again. So we have the javac, and then we have the file name, which is the var.java. Then we try to learn. Still there is, you cannot find the symbol. I don't know what's wrong with my library. It's not detecting some of these. So let us give a comment to all these, and let us give a comment here. You can give a multi-line comment with that, and then there is the asterisk, and then also here, and then asterisk that, and then you can save it. And then from there, maybe let us try to add the two variables. We see it is possible. So maybe I can have something to do with the int, maybe x again f, and this f now I can initialize by initializing, but that is by declaring and assigning them at the same statement. We can say that we have initialized. We can put this one to be 5, and then we can have the same copied, paid. Then we can have it below here, and then maybe we can change this to something else like h, like that, and then maybe we can try to have maybe this we copy it like that, and then we can try to copy, and then we can try to paste it there. And then inside here now I want us we output these values. So this we are going to say simple calculation is f, and then added to maybe h, added to h like that, and then we can click on that and save, and then we can try to run it here. We can try to rerun it there and see. So we have the Java compiler as the Java C, and then here we can have a file name which is var, maybe var dot java, you can click that, and here you can see they are successfully being compiled with no error. And then here we can maybe say, or maybe have this the file name which is Java. We don't need the C because we have already compiled it, Java, and then we can have the var maybe var dot java, like that. And then here you can see we have that, and then here we have this value 5 added to 5, this one result to 10. So you can see we can be able to hold these values in these variables and be able to output these. Remember, when you just change these, you don't need to change all of it. Maybe we can put that this to be now no longer that, but have it being 555, and then we just need only to save like that, and then here we can just come and maybe run it again. Sorry, let me just give it a bit so that you can see. So we can just have it maybe the javac, and then here we have the file name which is the var maybe dot java, and then I can just click on that. And then I can type maybe the Java and then the file name, having successfully been compiled with no error. And then here I can have the var dot java, and then I can click on that. And here you can see we have 560, because we know that if we take these two and add them, we get that. And remember also, maybe you can add another variable here. Maybe we can call it what? Maybe we can add another variable like that. We can control copy and then have it here, and then we can click on that and then control paste, and then we can put this one to be maybe 10, and then here we can have this one being, instead of that, it is a C, and then here we can multiply with the C. We can also multiply there with a C like that, and then we can save it. We can save that, and then let us try to run it here. So remember, here you can just say this. I have the Java compiler here, which is the Java compile, then the file name is var, and then dot java like that, and then we can click on enter, and there we can see we have compiled. It has returned us our compiler with no error, and here we can have this one being the Java, and then we can have this one being maybe the file name, which is the var.java, and then we can click enter like that. And here we have the result now, which is automatically, if you apply the BODMAS here, we know that the multiplication comes before that, so we are supposed to come here and multiply h and c, that is 5 multiplied by 10, which is a 15, then 50 added to 555, you get 605. And that's how you can be able to have the variables, and then maybe do some applications with them or store some information with them. And that's bring us to the end of this session. I was your trainer, Maurice Monene. If you found this video of importance to you, please consider subscribing, like, and share so that it can reach more. And this to remind those who have not subscribed, please subscribe so that you don't miss my future videos that I upload on this channel. Or please, by subscribing also, you are going to make this or to sustain this channel. Thank you.